Hello student, myself Digan Sakhiwala, I am your science sir. Today we will continue chapter number 7, control and coordination. Dear student, last time we learned about the nervous system as well as we learned about the endocrine system. We learn about the spinal cord as well as we learn about the brain. Like that or by that way the animal do the control and coordination. Okay, but in the plant the nervous system is totally absent, so they control and coordinate by the another way, so that we will learn. Okay, coordination in the plant neither have nervous system nor muscle for the controlling and coordinating the activity. So plant do not have the nervous system, and so because of that reason they are not controlling that activity by the nervous system. They have hormone system, so they have chemical messengers are there. So the particular acid is produced, like abscisic acid is produced, or somewhere some hormones are present, and because of that reason it shows the response towards the stimuli. Okay, plant respond to light. Most of the plant they are respond to light, so they are moving in the direction of sunlight. Best example is sunflower. Sunflower is moving when the sun rises in direction. Touch. There is a one plant is there, its name is mimosa. Touch me not. Whenever we touch it, it curl up. Okay, so it shows the response, okay, by the external stimuli. Gravitational force, it is called the geotropism. Plant moving against plant moving towards the gravitational force, whereas the stem move against the gravitational force. So positive and other is what? Negative. When the any growth is towards the gravitational force, that is called the positive response, and when it is against of them, that is called the negative response. And the other stimuli, okay, and other stimuli are also there, like plant roots are going towards the water, that is called the hydrotropism. Okay, dear student, we know that what is a stimuli. Stimuli means if there is any change in the environment are there, according to that organism respond and react. Okay, that is called the stimuli. Plants show the two different type of movement. First is immediate response to stimuli. Sometimes it is give the immediate response to the stimuli. That is called the growth independent. It does not depend upon the growth. Okay. Second, we have the movement due to the growth. Second is very important. That is the movement due to the growth and growth dependent. Like it is going towards the sunlight, phototropism. It is going towards the water, hydrotropism. Okay, or it is going towards the gravitational force, that is called a geotropism. Geotropism are two type are there. Against the gravitational force, that is called a negative geotropism, and the roots are going towards the gravitational force, that is called the positive geotropism. Immediate response to stimulus. Plant use electrical chemical means to convey the information from cell to cell. Plant also use the electrical chemical means. Everything in the universe, okay, is made up of electrons. So plant in that also electron are present and chemicals are present. So plant also use the electrochemical means to convey the information from cell to cell. For movement to happen, cell change their shape by changing the amount of water in them, resulting in the swelling or shrinking of the cell. So for doing any activity in the animal, we have muscles are there. Muscle relax, muscle contract, and after that movement occur. But in the plant what happen? They have water. So when water amount is increases, then what happen? It swell up, and water decreases, and at that time it what? It shrink. So by that way, by this way the cell do some activity. For example, drooping of leaves of touch me not plant on touching it. So when we touch the mimosa plant, or it is also called chui mui, whenever we touch it, it immediately lose the water molecule and it curl up. Nastic movement. The movement of plant neither towards nor away from the stimulus is known as the nastic movement. Dear student, concentrate here. Neither towards, it is not towards the stimulus nor away from the stimulus. Okay, so it is not towards the stimulus nor away from the stimulus, means direction is not fixed, is known as a nastic movement. Okay, movement due to the growth. So we are on the second category, movement due to the growth. This movement are trophic movement, that is the direction movement in response to stimuli. It is what we can see that it is a trophic movement. Why it is a trophic movement? Because it is a direction movement in response to stimuli. So in here the direction is important. Direction, movement in response to the stimuli. Thigmotropism, movement in response to touch. Example, the part of the tendril away from the object grows more rapidly as compared to the part near the object. This causes the circulation of tendril around the object. We find the climbers are there, then tendrils are produced. Okay, so in the tendril we find the thigmotropism. In that movement in response to touch, example, the part of the tendril away from the object grows more rapidly. So that develop more rapidly as compared to the part near the object. Okay, and this causes the circulation of tendril around the object. Second, we have the phototropism, movement towards the light. Example is shoots. Top part of the plant is called the shoots, so they are always moving towards the sunlight. That is called the phototropism. We have also example of what? Sunflower. Sunflower continuously move in the direction of sunlight or sun. Geotropism, movement towards the gravity. That is called the geotropism. Example, root. Okay, so geotropism, in that what happen? Geotropism are two types. We know that roots are going towards the earth, so according gravitation force, so that is a positive geotropism, and stem move in the negative direction of the gravitational forces. That is called the negative geotropism. Chemotropism, movement towards the chemical. Example, growth of pollen tube towards the ovule. Movement towards the chemical. Okay, example is growth of pollen tube towards the ovule. So we know that how the fertilization occur in the flower. So in that we can say that it is a chemotropism. Hydrotropism. Hydro word means what? Water. So when the roots are going near towards the water, we can say that it is a hydrotropism. Movement towards the water. Example, root. So when the roots are moving towards the water, at that time we can say that hydrotropism. Tropic movement or tropism. What is called the tropic movement and tropism? Response of organism in the direction of stimulus or away from it, called the tropism. Okay, so response of organism in the direction of stimulus or away from it is called the tropism. It may be positive or it may be negative. So we can say that geotropism are that there are two types are there. One is positive and other is negative. Towards or away from the stimuli. It is not like that it is always towards the stimuli. Like, okay, it is sometime away from the stimuli also. Plant hormone. There are chemical substances found in a very small quantity in the plant tissue. So plant tissue, in that very small chemical are present. They are responsible for the growth of the plant as well as inhibit the growth of the plant also. Okay, so they are called the plant hormone. The growth regulate consists of auxin, gibberellins, cytokinins, ethylene and abscisic acid. So these are some compound are there or the chemicals are there which are present in the plant. Role of auxin hormone in the showing the phototropism. When growing plant detect the light, a hormone called auxin synthesized at the shoot of the tip. So when the plant detect the light, at that time on the top part of the plant shoot, on that what hormone, which hormone is produced? Auxin is produced. Okay, it diffuses towards the shady side of the shoot. So after that it diffuses towards the shady, means against the sunlight it diffuses there. This stimulates the cell to grow longer on the side of the shoot which is away from the light. So because of that reason, what happen, where the light is not there, which part of the plant or the light is not there, at that part the plant is start growing. Thus plant appear bent towards the light, and because of that reason we find that plant is moving or they are bent towards the light. Here, dear students, some hormones and their functions are there. Okay, abscisic acid, closing of stomata. We know that stomata is responsible for what? Exchange of water molecule or exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So abscisic acid abscisic acid is useful in the closing of stomata, seed dormancy, inhibit the growth, wilting of leaves, inhibit the growth, wilting of leaves. Auxin help the cell to grow longer, differentiation of shoot and root. Okay, help the cell to grow longer and differentiation of shoot and root. Cytokinins promote the cell division, promotion of the sprouting of lateral buds, delaying the aging in the leaves, opening in the stomata. So cytokinin is used in the promote the cell division, promotion of sprouting of the lateral buds. From the buds the more growth occur, delaying the aging in the leaves, so it increase the age of the leaf, opening in the stomata, the cytokinins is used, ethylene, ripening of the fruit, gibberellins, germination of seed and sprouting of buds, growth of the stem, stimulation of the flowering, development of the fruit. So germination of the seed, in that it is very useful, sprouting of the buds, growth of the stem, okay, stimulation of the flowering and development of the fruit. So this is all about the control and coordination in the plant by hormone. Thank you so much.